Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so I'm thinking about wings, basketball wings, that the Lakers should want, even though most of them probably should not be on the market at all. Nobody should want to give these players to the Lakers. This is a wish list, this is a observation list, that sort of thing. Now, Romeo Langford, San Antonio Spurs. That's somebody I'm thinking about at the moment. I think that Romeo Langford is a guy who I probably would have invested in back when he was with the Boston Celtics. He looked like he was somebody who wasn't getting off to a good start in his career, but had really nice metrics: long arms, big hands, the ability to defend and do all kinds of different things, rebound, very athletic, natural ability. Um, but he just wasn't getting off to a good start because he's playing behind Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and everybody else that was on the team. There was just no way for him to step forward without absolutely blowing people away with the minutes given, which he wasn't able to do apparently. So he went to San Antonio and has had to continue his development in a situation where they're tanking, and now they're able to feature him because of it. And he's done some really good things with his minutes. And given the fact that he's been in the league for I think about 3 or 4 years, you could start to see where the upside is finally starting to come around. And he's a productive player at this point, someone that I wouldn't mind investing in if I'm the LA Lakers. Now, like I said, nobody should be willing to give us this player. San Antonio could have him as a part of their future. I wouldn't necessarily be wanting to get rid of him at all if I'm San Antonio. Um, there's no downside to letting him stick around. So this is just my wish list, but I think he's somebody to start paying attention to, and he would definitely be a player I'd want the Lakers to target. Another guy that's coming to mind is in OKC. Just like everybody else on that team, I would be interested in more or less, but this guy doesn't get talked about as much. His name is Kendrick Williams. He used to play for the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Lakers were rumored to want to get him on the team at the time, but for whatever reason, we never actually got him here. But he's in OKC now, and just like everybody else in OKC, he has different pockets of the time in the season where they're able to feature him, and then they're going to have to move on from him. And this is one of those moments in time where they're featuring him. So I would tell everybody in Lakerland to take a look at him over the next several games while he plays with the minutes, and see if we can try to do a little studying and see if they could, move on from him and be willing to give him to us. Since we've had our mind on trying to bring him in for a little while now, and they do have a bunch of forwards and guards and players that really they just don't really have the room for at this point. So they're going to have to let go of some of these people. Obviously, Darius Bazley is another one. We've talked about at length about Darius Bazley on the OKC Thunder. Same situation as Kendrick Williams. Same position. Definitely players that you can bring in as wings to help the Los Angeles Lakers with what it is that we're trying to accomplish in that regard. Darius Bazley is another one on his team. I think I just mentioned him, and I think that came out of my mouth just now, but just making sure. Darius Bazley, Kendrick Williams, and J.R.E., I believe is his name. Robinson Earl is also a forward on that OKC Thunder team that I think the Lakers should be trying to target. So, as you can see, they have plenty of forwards, probably too many of them. And if a team is looking for forwards, they should probably call in Sam Presti over in OKC. So those are just a few names that came to mind immediately. I think that can really help the Lakers. A lot of times we're looking for players that can kind of play that role. And with the names that I'm hearing out there, like Cam Reddish, and some of the others, Josh Richardson. I just think these names would probably be a little cheaper and probably would be able to play just as well for you. I think about Josh Richardson. Romeo Langford's taking minutes from him, basically. That's really what it is. He's getting a chance to step forward. And so it's one of those situations where it's like I'm not necessarily looking for the players that have the contracts, as I've told you a million times. Guys like Josh Richardson are the same prototype as these other guys, just on worse contracts and less proven in some ways, based on what it is they've shown, and the fact that it ain't been all that great with Josh. So it's like I'd rather go with a guy who's unproven, somebody who's still looked at as somebody who has, probably ain't going to do nothing, and try to develop him, as I've been telling you guys for the last several months. So these are a couple players I think the Lakers should take a look at. Those are not the only ones, obviously, but when you're considering wings and what it would take to what second round pick can get you, what 2 second round picks can get you, these are some of the places to continue to look. So that's pretty much it. I didn't want to make this a very long video. Just wanted to throw a few names out there. That's pretty much it. BDL44. Thank you all for watching.